Hi everyone, it's Bo Leslie again from Northern Roots Hockey. Some of you have already watched our Level 1 and Level 2 stick handling sessions. For those of you that are new, this is our Level 3 stick handling session. I wish that I could be with you at the rink right now, but because of the current world situation, these unprecedented and challenging times we're all going through, I thought this would be the best way that I could connect to you. For this Level 3 session, I'm going to have my Swedish stick handling ball, my pink glow-in-the-dark stick handling ball, but I've also got a little pile of pucks here that I'm going to use as obstacles. If you don't have a bucket of pucks at home, you can use tape, you can use chalk. We just need to somehow put some markings on the ground that we can stick handle through. Here we go. Let's get ready for exercise 1. Our first exercise is we're just going to stick handle in front of the body. Back and forth. My head, my chest are up. You can do that exercise for 30 seconds, maybe a count of 30 back and forth. Somehow make that into about a minute exercise. Once we go through all 10, should be about 10 minutes, then you can repeat all these 10 and you've just made that into a 20-minute stick handling workout. Our second exercise is we're going to go from stick handling in front of the body to pulling the ball around to the forehand side of our body. Our forehand is the front side of our blade right there. So I am a right-handed player. I'm going to pull the ball around to the forehand side of my body. Once I get it there, I'm going to stick handle front to back, dominating my stick with my top hand. So here we go. I start in front of the body, back and forth. Slowly, I work over to the forehand side, and I keep it there. I'm either going to go for 30 seconds or a count of 30, slowly work my way back to the front. This next exercise, we're going to start stick handling the ball in front of our body, but then we're going to work it to the backhand side of our body. We all know the backhand side of our blade. When we want to take the ball or puck this way, we've started with our hands in front, but our top elbow is actually going to make its way behind my body, so my upper body has actually twisted quite a bit. I've started here. As I start to work around, I'm actually going to go so that I'm stick handling right beside my foot, but the ball is going front to back. Slowly, and then work my way back to the front. Let's call that 1 repetition. Let's do that back and forth 10 or 15 times or 30 seconds. We're now going to stick handle around the world. We've worked on both our forehand side and our backhand side. Now we're going to start with a puck or ball in the middle, off to our forehand, slide it behind our body, recover it on our backhand side, slide it back up to the front. So we've gone around the world of our body. So I start in front, slowly make my way to the forehand side. Now with a little bit of a toe drag, I slide the ball behind, recover on my backhand, and work it up to the front. That was 1 cycle around the world. You do 10. We're now going to work on shoulder fakes. A shoulder fake is when you're coming down on an opponent and you're going to fake to go one way to then beat them with speed the other. Again, I've started with my feet shoulder width apart, my knees are bent, and I'm stick handling in front of the body. When I fake one direction, my knee is going to drop a little that way, which is going to lead my shoulder and my head to go the same way. At the same time, I have brought the ball over straight in front of that foot. I can then come back to the middle and I can fake the other way. So I start steady in the middle, but now I'm going to drop one way and I'm going to come back. I'm going to drop the other way and come back. Now, the quicker you want to go is a little fake. Little fake the other way. We can do a double fake as well. And back to the middle. You need to challenge yourself here, figure out how quickly you can do it while keeping control of the ball the whole time. In our next exercise, we're going to work on dropping the ball into our feet and kicking it back up to our stick. We're going to work on both feet. So again, I start here in the middle, stick handle 3 or 4 times, and with one side of my stick, pull it back and kick it up. What's key here is that when I kick it with the flat side of my foot, not my toe. Again, we want to think about ourselves doing this on the ice, and it's going to be a lot easier to do it if we've got this much of our skate blade as opposed to just the toe. So again, I'm in front, I drop to one side, kick it up, stick handle again, pull to the other foot, stick handle up, and continue that for 30 seconds. In our next exercise, we're going to work on crossovers. We're going to stick handle in front of the body and see if we can just take one step, cross over to the front, get set, come back to the middle. Stick handle again, cross one way, come back, reset ourselves. So I'm stick handling here. I'm going to cross my right leg over in front, get set. Back to the middle, one to the left, back to the middle, get set. Repeat, and if you can speed it up, continue to push yourself as much as you can. I've now actually switched balls. I'm going to use one of the fluorescent stick handling balls because we're going to work on a scooping motion and then actually picking up the ball onto our stick. This first exercise, we're just going to work on a toe drag. Toe drag is when I've got the ball or puck out quite a ways from my body, and I want to slide my hand up my stick so that I can stand out as far as possible, and then with the toe side of my stick, I'm going to pull it back towards my body using my upper hand to pull, and my bottom hand slides down the shaft of my stick. So I'm going to pull back. I stick handle again. I work it out quite a ways from the body, turn it over, pull it back. And I continue that to work on my toe drag. Again, 15 reps, 30 seconds, whatever works for you. We're going to do one more in our progression of the toe drag into the scoop, into a juggle, but now we're going to try and juggle it and then smack the ball down to the ground. So again, I started with the ball in front of my body, extend out, toe drag, scoop. I'm going to juggle. Oh, let me try that again. Throw it out, scoop it up and juggle, throw it up, and hit it down. That was one. You guys do that for 30 or 45 seconds. For the next exercise, we need to have two small obstacles. I had previously said that you would only need a stick and a ball, but I've taken now two pucks. You could take two pieces of tape or maybe a piece of chalk and make X's, because we're going to do figure eights around the stationary obstacles. So again, I start stick handling in the middle. I can move my feet a little bit, but I'd rather use my upper body to shift my weight and transfer from one side to the other. And I'm going to keep stick handling in a constant figure eight motion. Again, either for a certain amount of times, maybe 10, 15 times, for 30 seconds, whatever works for you. We're going to call this exercise giddy up. Typically when we're on the ice, I would have used what I call the stick handling horses that have a series of little loops through them, kind of a stick across the top. But for now, I've just placed a series of pucks in a row, and I'm going to work on stick handling through them, and then recover at the top and try and come backwards. I've only really touched the puck or ball one time on either side of the obstacles, but I want to go through it as quickly as I can. That was one repetition. You guys do 10. We're going to use these obstacles again. This time we're going to do a little 360 with the ball around each puck. So I started in the middle, get to the first one, and I work it all the way back around. I come through, and now I'm going at it from the other side. Work it through. And that was one repetition. I did a little 360 around each puck and worked my way up to the top. You guys do 10. We're now going to do toe drags through each slot of the horse. I'm a right-handed player, so I'm going to position my body on the left-hand side of the pucks. I'm going to be working with the ball on the other side so that I come up to the first one, toe drag back to my side of the pucks, go through it, up to the next one. Go ahead, toe drag, pull it through, work. Toe drag. So at each puck, I went toe drag, slid it through, went back, worked my way up to the next one. That was 1, you guys do 10. In this next exercise, we're gonna again work on quick hands through the pucks, but we're also gonna work on our long reach, extending as far as we can out to either side. So I started with the ball in the middle, I've worked my way up to the first 2 pucks, and I go back and forth in between them a couple of times. Then I'm gonna reach out as far as I can to my forehand side, pull it back, stick handle in the middle, and now out to my backhand. Come back to the middle, work my way up to the puck. Out to my backhand, back to the middle. You're gonna work your way all the way through the pucks for 1 repetition. Do either 30 or 45 seconds or 10 repetitions, whatever works for you. This is our last exercise for our level 3 stick handling session. I've got 5 pucks. I kind of put them in a box with 1 in the middle. We're gonna call this chaos. For about 45 seconds to a minute, you're just gonna stick handle, no particular order, but use as many different techniques as you can. So we can go here, we can go through the middle, we can toe drag back, we can 360 around pucks. I've been loose on the bottom hand of my shaft so that as I extend out, it'll slide up and down. I did that for about 10 seconds. I want you guys to do that for about a minute. Have fun with it. Thanks again, everyone. That brings our level 3 stick handling session to a close. I hope to see you all soon. I hope you've had fun with this. Try it out a couple times a week, maybe 2 or 3. Each time do it for 15 or 20 minutes. I guarantee that in the end, it's going to lead to you becoming a better stick handler and a better hockey player. See you soon.